Thank you for joining Mesa and Brinley's presentation on tenure. We believe that tenure is very important and crucial for educators to learn and know about. We chose to present information on tenure because we wanted to research and broaden our knowledge about tenure and how it helps educators. We feel that tenure has a great amount of significance. Today, we will discuss what tenure is, the risks and the benefits of tenure, the history, and how it affects educators. Now, you may be wondering, what exactly is tenure? Tenure is defined as many different things, but typically it means after so many years of successful teaching, a teacher receives statutory protection for arbitrary dismissal, thus requiring the school district to demonstrate some just case before suspending or terminating the teacher. It is also defined as the act, right, manner, or term of holding something, such as landed property, a position, or an office. In education, it is defined as a status granted after a trial period to a teacher that gives protection from salary dismissal. Education and teachers' rights have came a long way after the first university, Harvard, opened its doors in 1636. Teacher tenure was adopted and created for teachers in 1909. New Jersey adopted tenure because the rights of teachers came out of a progressive good government movement as a way to improve the quality of teaching and education for teachers. During the war, teachers were being fired if they were not showing acts of enthusiasm for the war in schools. According to Richard D. Kaelberg, tenure rights were designed to shield teachers from improper political influence over their activities both outside and inside the classroom. Tenure is extremely beneficial for teachers in that it protects many rights that we have as teachers. It also allows for teachers to feel secure in their jobs, knowing that they cannot be fired if the reason as to why they are being fired isn't justified. Tenure protects a range of discriminatory firing not covered under race and gender anti-discrimination laws. Often, teachers face a lot of pressure from parents, administration, students, and other faculty to provide the student with the best education possible. Teachers, like everyone else, make mistakes, and tenure allows for teachers to fix and grow from their mistakes rather than being fired directly on the spot. Tenure also gives teachers economic security, allowing them to feel safe economically and academically. If teachers are not given tenure, administration can potentially use that power against teachers, requiring them to stay quiet and not voice their opinions. While there are many great benefits to tenure, there are some risks that are associated with it. There are a lot of hidden costs associated with the tenure process. Institutions must keep records and update information on teachers with tenure. Typically, when institutions hire teachers and give them tenure, it means that they will stay for a longer period of time, forcing schools to pay that teacher a higher salary. Tenure can also be a very risky alleyway for administrators. Sometimes teachers may abuse their tenure rights and consistently mess up or go beyond the limits since they feel they essentially can't be fired. There are also very little limits that a teacher with tenure faces. Typically, teachers can file lawsuits against schools because breaking tenure would be a breach of the contract.
Acquiring tenure differs from state to state. Some states require that you show and prove that your students performed high academically, while other states require that you teach in the district for a certain period of time. The average time it takes for a teacher to acquire tenure differs, but the average is about 7 years. Tenure status can also be determined by the number of teachers that are already tenured in the school. Administrators in school districts evaluate teachers based on a variety of different things. Every district has different standards and evaluation procedures that they follow when deciding on whether or not a teacher should be tenured. A teacher's tenure rights are established by state law. Teachers' tenure rights can be decided upon by school districts, board committees, or as soon as the teacher has completed the probationary period. There are many rights that teachers have when it comes to acquiring tenure. Some of these rights include the ability to maintain their employment status and can only be dismissed for cause. Teachers that are tenured are not guaranteed a particular grade level or right to their preferred area of employment. School boards are given the authority to reassign or reevaluate teacher tenure status based on their levels of success within the school. School boards can only reassign teachers when it is in the best interest of the school. Tenure status provides economic support, but schools may lower salaries for all staff at the end or beginning of a new school year. When teachers' tenure rights are taken away and they are fired, there is a set of dismissal procedures that must be followed before they can leave. Teachers must be given notice of charges and given an opportunity to have a hearing in court regarding those charges. In order to ensure a fair trial, there is a set of requirements that must be met by both parties involved. In one case, in Kentucky, a teacher was dismissed with tenure because of the following reasons: poor relationship with other teachers, lack of cooperation with the principal and guidance staff, poor attitude and disruptive influence, non-harmony with educational philosophy of the school, and not in the best interest of the school to award a continuing contract. Most states require detailed reasons as to why the teacher is being dismissed. While most states differ in their tenure laws and status, we felt that learning about the law, specifically in Montana, was crucial. Teacher tenure law in Montana is defined as whenever a teacher has been elected by the offer and acceptance of contract for the fourth consecutive year of employment by a district in a position requiring that teacher certification except as a district superintendent or specialist, the teacher is considered to be re-elected from year to year as a tenured teacher at the same salary and in the same or a comparable position of employment as that provided by the last executed contract with the teacher, unless the trustees resolve by majority vote of their membership to terminate the services of the teacher in accordance with the provisions of the 20-4-204. Schools can face a lot of issues when allowing teachers tenure or giving it to them too early in the process. One case really struck our eye when researching tenure. This was the Viraga versus California case. This case was very upsetting to read about and actually quite shocking. Students at a school in California felt their education was at risk and they were not be given equal opportunities. This school felt that their teachers were grossly ineffective and hurting their chances at being successful in the future. Teachers that are tenured cost more and require more attention than teachers who aren't. The teachers that have tenure are typically ones that are more passionate and care about their students' success. This case has brought much needed attention to the way that state teacher tenure and layoff policies paired with local agreements between teacher unions and school districts cause high-need students to get stuck with inexperienced teachers and high turnover rate of those teachers. Thank you for joining Mesa and Brindley's presentation about tenure for school law and public advocacy class for the 2020 school year. We hope that after this presentation, you now have a better understanding of tenure and how it affects all of us as future educators. Tenure is a topic that is extremely broad and differs from state to state. It is very important for teachers to understand the rights, risks, and benefits that tenure provides.